Tens of thousands of San Diegans take to the streets across the county, joining Americans across the nation in what's being called a day of defiance. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Richard Allen, in tonight for Steve Price. Several demonstrations were held all over the county today as part of the so-called No Kings Day, a nationwide protest of President Trump coinciding with a military parade in Washington, D.C. From the North County to the East County to the South Bay, San Diegans turned out to make their voices heard. But the largest protest by far we saw was in downtown San Diego, where San Diego police say two rallies drew more than 60,000 people who all peacefully marched throughout downtown without any issues or arrests. CBS 8's Alex Lai was there. She gives us a closer look at the crowds at Waterfront Park. Alex.
Only way I can describe these crowds out here today is unbelievable. There were easily tens of thousands of people out here with their signs marching for what they believe in. I have never seen a protest this big, and my photojournalist has been working for 39 years, and he has never seen something of this size. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Chanting, marching, and sending a message. Roughly 60,000 people peacefully paraded the streets of downtown.
All right, San Diego, let's go make history!
Some brought signs, others brought stories, but everyone took a stand.
Why am I down here today? Because I could not be here. I mean, what's going on? Everything we talked about when Trump was getting elected is coming true, and we have to stand up.
Many came out because they are personally affected by the Trump administration's policies.
As a teacher, I'm watching my students who are suffering from a great deal of anxiety. They don't know if they're going to get their student loans. They don't know if their classes are going to be able to happen.
Michael Muffson teaches at Palomar College. He's fighting for the education department, his colleagues, and his students.
A lot of my students are gay and trans, and often they can't even make it to school because they're so concerned about their well-being and the future of what's going to happen to them.
A separate rally at the Civic Center merged with the march toward Waterfront Park. The crowd stretched for blocks, a mix of friendly faces and strangers who share the same values.
It's a relief because you're at home and you talk to your neighbors, but it's great to see this many people in solidarity.
That's the beauty of it. I love that part. It's warm and friendly, that everybody's on the same page here. That makes me happy, and I feel good about that. It makes me feel good.
I'm really glad to see so many people coming out, and I'm hoping there's even more to come.
These protesters out here today say that this is just the start, and they will continue to fight for San Diego and what they believe in. In downtown, I'm Alex Lai for CBS 8.
All right, Alex, thanks so much. San Diegans definitely showing up today. A No Kings Day protest was also held in El Cajon near Magnolia Avenue and Fletcher Parkway. Demonstrators held signs opposing what they perceive as increasingly authoritarian actions by the Trump administration.
A bunch of people from one street to the other, and we're united. That's what we want. We don't need a king. We need government and rules. That's what we need.
What station?
Hundreds lined the street as cars honked their horns in support. And hundreds of people rallied at Grape Day Park in Escondido to address concerns about constitutional rights. Organizers there say the event was also meant to be a show of support for the city's immigrant community. The crowds listened to speakers at the park before peacefully marching through downtown Escondido. And thousands gathered along Rancho Bernardo Road in Rancho Bernardo near Bernardo Center Drive this morning in what was described as a boisterous celebration of democracy. The crowd was a mix of young and old people with countless signs, and as you heard, cars honking in support.